Finally? Actually, it seems like capture is the wrong size. Something feels a bit off. Anyway, let's get in the game and I'll give it a quick look again. Nope, it's capturing fine. Okay. Had a little trouble getting through an update on Diablo 4. So I'm starting extra late today, because of course I am. There's no reason for me to start on time. Whee! Let's see, how far did we get with this game?
If Tyrael is helping Malthael, we should rush him. We can do it.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see you two idiots try it.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
Last I heard, Bramwell was still... Death comes to all. The Soul Stone.
Genki, hi. Yeah, it's 3 and we're almost done with it too.
This disaster will make for great reading someday.
Just dealing with all the things. Yep, I'm gonna play 4.
Rakas conquered all of Honduras before founding.
Actually, I started late because 4 had some huge update.
Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
Congrats on the first cat. Also, welcome, Balkan. Oh, why are you so upset, Genki? I'm just playing the story. I'm not gonna dig into the
You killed the angel who caused this slaughter?
end game stuff, but I will try to dig everything there is to dig in all the side quests in the areas, though. Yep, birthday went great. Thanks, cat.
He's been saying something new, but I haven't been able to make out the words. He's getting weaker.
The witch.
There are no witches here in Westmarch. They've all been driven out.
Adria.
Yeah, Genki helped a lot. He was playing around a lot with the points and interacting with
Everyone's
the streamer.
Dead. Everyone in the city is dead.
No, dear, that isn't true. Look, there's almost a dozen people here.
And you killed me a few times.
Eyes. Always moving, always watching in the shadows. Can't you see the eyes?
Well, let's go
You're
find
not going
Adria.
anywhere without me. Why is that?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come if you like, but Adria is still going to die.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Diablo in the games for us.
Urzael and his Reapers are dead. The people of Westmarch have been avenged, and now they can begin to rebuild. But Adria still lives. Lorath and I will journey to the Bloodmarsh to find her. She can locate Malthael, and once we know where he is, she must die.
Leah would understand. We need answers more than we need revenge. We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe. But Malthael found it all the same.
I consider myself an expert on all matters concerning boggits. The boggit itself is a small, odd creature given to foraging and burrowing. Under normal circumstances, it fears humans, but it can be incited to great violence when under the influence of magical objects. Rings in particular seem to excite them.
Oh, that's a problem, because I have a lot of rings on me. Pretty shiny. Exactly. My precious. The journey against the giant eye. Oh, maybe someday. I am quite interested in playing the Mines of Moria someday, but I still haven't got my paws on it yet, so it's in the future.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I really like the aesthetic and the building survival of
This is
it.
the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
I have more control now.
This was just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the blood marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
The cursed Boggin is a ferocious, hulking beast with an exceedingly bad temper. Aided by packs of boggits, it will fight anything that crosses its path. Invariably, some of the boggits will die, but the survivors are rewarded with scraps left over from the Boggin's prey. If only my assistance would work for so little.
If only my assistants would work for so little. Ah, modern day workforce, eh? Working for the scraps of the boss. I know, right, Cat?
Keep running, Adria.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Fine.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
As it shouldn't be. I mean,
this is over, I'll return here to live a life of isolation until I reach enlightenment.
Wouldn't that be a bit lonely without a certain someone?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Everybody knows who we're talking about.
Unimaginable!
Yeah, sadly, bosses of small companies are not doing much better than just employees.
My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
Feel my wrath.
Fair enough, Cat, fair enough.
A well-deserved death.
Take your time, Cat.
Bleed, you filth! Bleed, you filth!
Damn, Demon Hunter, you're quite angry today.
Sweet revenge!
I lost the treasure goblin.
I need more discipline. I'm still waiting.
Hi, not here. And not size. Ooh, we got a set item. Those happen sometimes.
Do you know what fear is? The fear of who you are. The fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
Yeah, and they kept trying to kill me, so... What's your point?
Vengeance!
They ask me what I see when I look into the fire. I see a burning man. I see a burning witch. I see terror and a hunger that will consume everything. What hope do the works of men have against such all-consuming hunger? I gave myself to the flames.
I mean, I get it, you're scared because your father was a fucking idiot and creep and everything. But that's no excuse to unleash the Lord of Terror on everybody in the world.
My father burned. He screamed as the flames consumed him, and the smell was sickly sweet. He had found me. For once in his life, he had noticed me. And when he saw that the flames did not touch me, he breathed one word. It was his last.
Let me take a wild guess. Witch.
This is one of the guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me take a look.
Witch, they called me, but I turned it against them. When their daughter had a child that needed to disappear, when there was a sickness that none of the healers could cure, who was it they pleaded with? When they needed me, the morality they flaunted in the daylight disappeared, as it always does.
That's true. Still no excuse for being a bitch, though.
How long do you think Adria would...
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
Yep, works exactly like the Tomb of Kawarasha, but just 4 sigils, so 4 tombs.
The Boggin Trapper's snares are surprisingly effective, though I have no idea how they learned to fashion them. Most of the Boggin's feeble intelligence seems to be centered around killing and eating, and in this respect, their efforts are admirable. Perhaps I should hide one of these snares near my tent when I'm sleeping. I had believed my new assistant was the noisiest creature in the world, but that was before I discovered the Shrieking Terror. This bat-like monstrosity produces the most ear-splitting racket imaginable, and furthermore managed to make my assistant scream even louder. I think my headache will last for weeks now.
Poor assistant.
need another guide stone in order to find the correct entrance.
So many things to kill.
Did not expect to see this.
Oh, there are ghosts digging out the cathedral?
Begone! I am not yet ready to entertain guests.
A glorious challenge awaits over there!
No! It's almost finished!
I must heal.
Now it will never be finished!
Yeah. Not my problem, dude.
I curse you, Saul! You sold me this piece of waterlogged land to build my castle on! Well, I will have the last laugh, you dog! I will build my castle here, and it will be the grandest castle ever! Do you hear me, Saul? Ever!
Whatever you say, dude. Considering it has sank pretty deep. And then I heard another treasure goblin. See a treasure goblin! Attack a treasure goblin! But when it dashes like that, it's so annoying.
I am too low on discipline. Not enough discipline. My hatred
Your
is too
fear
low.
betrays you.
I need more hatred to do that.
She almost escaped.
Searching for the maggot brood has been quite an adventure. I first observed the corpse of one near the road to Westmarch, where it raised such a stench that my new assistant vomited twice on my favorite traveling cloak. The stains came out eventually, but I was sorely vexed.
Ooh, that sword looks pretty.
Life is the same as this bog, filled with muck and dirt.
trying to drag us under. We must have the strength to rise above it, or we are nothing. Ah, good.
Thanks for the hydrate, cat. Oh, and patting the cats too. Pat, 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 pat. It's Petian. That sounds cute.
Do you want more? Do you want more?
Actually, I don't exactly mind those traps when they suddenly flying in the correct direction.
Now I know which sigil marks the right passage.
Okay, so we need the wind passage.
This passage does not lead to Corvus.
I know it doesn't, but we'll use it anyway, because stuff is in there.
The first time I heard him, his voice pierced my skull. It reminded me of the cold and haughty sound of my father. But it was more. A crush of thousands of voices. When I heard him, I saw the flame, and I knew fear.
Wrong direction, damn it! This is the one I mostly associate with flame. Kinda looks like a little fire. I don't know. They're all weird.
I have always wondered how much Adria relied on Diablo's power instead of her own. Based on her blood gods, her magic is very strong. These flesh gorges are raised from earth, stone, and demon blood, and they are driven to feast on humans so they may resemble us more closely. Let's hope they don't succeed.
I have uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. the secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the west. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
The flesh shaman was created from the blood of the witch Adria. Because of that, the shaman is able to use magic as she does, channeling the power of blood and fire. Luckily, Adria only has so much blood to shed, and not for much longer.
Yeah, all of them shine in blue, so that doesn't really help.
The Nephilim were not gods, but our own ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond ours. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers once again.
Do you want more?
Damn it, didn't get the little ones on time. Get a better kill rate. Oh well.
My pack is full.
Yep, I was pretty sure it will be soon, but had to try.
I need to go back.
I hope you're not my last customer.
Oh, I get some new conversations up here.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
I can't stay here. I need to move on.
You can't leave me. Where will I go?
You should be safe here.
Please, just stay a few more days.
Lady, you're gonna kill him. You're not seeing any other conversationalists?
No one sees them. Only me. The eyes watching, mocking, judging, calling.
I will bring the light of Zakarum to the heathens. Here in the east, the power of Zakarum wanes, but in the west it will rise, stronger and greater than ever. Yet I have another purpose. The lost Nephilim city of Corvus lies in the west. I will find it.
If only Leah had never met her mother.
entrance?
We knew all along. We just came here for the drops. We got a glowing orange sword out of it. So shut up.
Sweet revenge!
Done it!
Darkness awaits you.
So much random stuff to kill here, oh my god.
That was just a taste. Bleed, you filth! Vengeance!
was just a taste. You won't survive that.
Nice creepy music, a bit loud though.
Your fear betrays you. That was just a taste.
I'm impressed this place hasn't fallen on my head, considering I'm exploding everything about it and then some.
Bleed, you filth!
Holy hell, this place is huge.
Do you want more? My training has paid off.
I honestly don't feel like using the other door because I think it just takes me in another place in the swamp. And there's still so much swamp to explore.
These creatures are usually fairly docile. Whatever Adria's doing has made them unnaturally aggressive.
Wrong direction!
Our just reward!
You won't survive that.
I don't like the look of that.
Not ready yet.
Wow, that died quick!
That was just a taste.
I like this one.
Vengeance!
When all of us focus fire on one thing, it dies so fast.
This is not the right passage.
And this is the one I'm guessing water for because it kind of looks like waves. But it could be the wind one. It's kind of hard to tell between the water and the wind. Fair enough, Cat, fair enough.
Darkness awaits you.
Thanks for the hydrate.
Not this one either.
I know it's not this one. Stop repeating yourself. I'm doing this because I want to, not because it's the wrong place to be.
Prepare for a long fight.
See, we got another orange item. It's worth coming here.
That was just a taste.
How satisfying.
Maybe he's part parrot. Maybe. Wouldn't like it, but not impossible. Ah, my bag is full. Not a good item from your him though. But still, it's orange.
Fellow Nephilim, aid us in ridding our city of these cursed beasts.
Adria birthed these golems from the blood marsh. Their bodies were formed from the water and earth of the marsh itself. while the venom of the marsh creatures gave them life. Their very skin seems to burst with the poison of this land.
Oh, this was a generous chest.
I am returning to town.
Sadly, the entrance and the exit were so close together that the part that was actually far doesn't have anything on it. Oh, hello, mobs. You're the mobs. I guess this closer exit? Question mark. Oh, thanks for the stretch. Yay, stretch. I'm pretty sure this is the other exit of the big cave. Yep. There we go.
Feel my wrath.
That was quite bizarre.
This will help. just a taste.
Woohoo! 50 kills! Okay, still this one looks most like the wind to me, because that's usually how people draw wind, with the swirlies. And here's the earth with the petals, and the water with the waves, and fire with the flames. At least that's my interpretation of those. And then in the middle we have the Avatar!
How are you going to get Adria to tell you where Malthael is? Actually, I don't want to know.
Aww, that was smart of you. You don't want to know. Oh my god, it's so close to another one of the random caves. Bog is just so big! Ha! I dodged the trap somehow.
Awaits you.
Everything was good until the Diablo attack. Yeah, it's actually quite the opposite. I'm not very good at getting lost, but all the side areas are so much. Like, there's this side area that's connected to this place. This is a side area, 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 and this is a side area. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 side areas, and the map itself is huge. I like side areas, but this is a bit much. Yeah, exactly, Cat, exactly. And you're not entirely wrong about the side area inside the side area, because the other passage like this is a 2-level passage, so wee for walking. At least the big ones have a second exit at the end of them. But still, it's annoying. Oh dear god, there's another one.
Become more formidable.
At least this one was tiny.
Your fear betrays you. This is not the passage I'm looking for.
Oh, is my princess in another castle?
Darkness awaits you. Darkness awaits you.
We founded a settlement near the Western Sea. It will grow to be a great city in time. Now that my people are settled, I can begin my own search for the ruins of the Nephilim city, Chorus. The tome implied that it was near this very region.
Sweet revenge!
The thing that the poor king was so close and yet so far. That's what greed gets you.
We have begun searching the marsh for the ruins of Corvus. This stinking, festering swamp is punctuated by worn blocks of stone. Perhaps these ancient sentinels are all that remain of the proud Nephilim city. No, there is more to be found. I know it.
Feel my wrath. I've become stronger.
Last night, I found the ruined Nephilim city. When I stepped into the buried catacombs, I felt a stirring in my blood. And then a wondrous thing. A dim light began to glow all around me, not cast by any torch. It was as though the very stones acknowledged my presence.
Damn, dude, you're egocentric.
At least there's only one it can be now. Your fear betrays you.
There can be only one! Oh, wait, that's the Highlander.
Feel my wrath.
Close enough. Fair enough, I do have to behead a lot of things here, so... Maybe I'm the one immortal guy that gets to live? The one to live forever.
You won't survive that.
And stuff like that.
I can't carry anymore.
My bags are full. My bags are full.
I need to go back.
Oops. I actually kind of liked this one and wanted to use it, so let's give this a try.
Do you want more? Feel my wrath.
I think there was an achievement to kill 100 of those little ones in a single blow. But every time I tried to achieve it, I just couldn't gather enough of them.
Feel my wrath. You won't survive that.
Ah, nothing orange in this dungeon. Dungeon, you failed me! I didn't mean an orange mob, I mean an orange drop. With Kate, everything can be orange. Well, you're not wrong.
Feel my wrath.
Well, that's a couple of mobs here.
you filth!
I like when these mobs spawn because they always have a lot of kills for me.
I have more control now.
Do you want more?
I always want more. Never enough. Oh, there goes my inventory. Again. Aww. Should have taken a peek down this road earlier. The hell did you bunch come from? See, this is the second level of the dungeon side path thing.
Bleed, you filth!
justice awaits you. What riches! You won't survive that. You won't survive that.
Let's see what the set ring is about. No more stuff falling on my head? That's surprising.
This is the passage I've looked for.
Yeah, I knew. Kind of avoided it for a reason, you know?
The Nephilim had such a strong connection to the light that it granted them powers far beyond our own. But I believe that through the light they can be reborn in us. Thus I have consecrated Westmarch, a shining beacon in the west. I have taken for my sigil the Wolf of Corvus and proclaimed myself king.
Sweet revenge!
The good old days when anybody can just say, I'm a king now! Then again, I think it works just as fine nowadays too. Anybody can be, I'm the king of social media, something something.
That was just a taste.
Even I can probably be the king of the vampire cat VTuber streamers. Because I'm probably the only vampire cat VTuber streamer right about now.
What must it have been like to have an angel and a demon as parents?
Don't ask. I mean, you'll find out in the next series. Aww, I got hurt.
Bleed, you filth!
Jesus, doesn't love useless creatures.
A decade later, the power of the Nephilim still escapes me. Something long ago stole it from them and keeps it hidden, even today. I have found mention of an artifact called the World Stone, hidden in the barbarian lands. Now that my son is born, I have rallied my banners to ride to war against them.
Because the best way to show yourself as a good king is to wage war on the barbarians. Because they have something you want. That's so kingly of you. Yeah, instead of going to talk to them like a reasonable person and just say, look, we have been robbed of our powers, your stone can help us restore humanity as a whole to a greater glory, let's work together for it. Nope, let's just kill them all and take the stone for ourselves and then we'll make glory. Ah, piece of shit.
I'm overburdened.
Oops. My bag full again. Nope. Just I think so. Yep, it's full.
I need to go back.
Oh my god, Kinky's still alive!
Best service in Westmarch. Feel my wrath.
Stop reviving them, you bastard! Well, that guy is flying around nicely.
You won't survive that.
Feel my wrath.
Ghosts.
I suppose being lost in a crumbling ruin is better than being lost in a swamp.
Hey, the ruin's holding up just fine considering all the bombs I'm throwing around in it.
Bleed, you filth!
Yeah, this room had a lot of treasure.
Your fear betrays you.
I like that actually breaking vases and stepping on some of the lighting elements is damaging the monsters. As if the ruin is actually helping you. to fight.
Vengeance!
Shit! Kind of jumped into the middle of the explosions. Not a good idea! These spirit totems. If there are actually mobs around when I break them, they attack the mobs.
You won't survive that.
Sure is. Does some decent damage too. See?
Adria must know that we're coming for her. I hope it preys on her mind.
Also, sigils like this one on the ground, like this big one, if there are mobs on top of it, they get damaged when I'm on top of it too. But I think it works better in smaller rooms. Yeah, exactly. Because they have a hard time spreading out. Shit! Yeah, over here. See how it's glowing blue? Perhaps it only has a few charges, but it's still nice to see it and have that little bit of support from the Nephilim ruins.
Do you want more?
Thanks for the hydrate, cat.
Darkness awaits you.
Damn, it's been so long since the last save point though. Because the size of the previous area was so big.
I can't carry anymore.
Right, yep, yes, really. He's not fucking with me, that's true, he can't.
A fine choice. Thank you. I will use this.
I am returning to town.
Oh my god! We're seeing the exit! Oh, and finally we have a waypoint. Really? I just used the town portal, you... Ah. That's annoying. Then again, this makes sense. Finally got to the path of the thingy. See if there's any new conversations. And probably wrap it up for today after I check anything that's there to be said.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow, he sounds enthusiastic. There we go. Oh, I think this is as good as a place as any to wrap up the stream for now. And we'll continue tomorrow. I kind of hoped to kill Adria today, but god damn, that swamp ate the entire time of the stream. But tomorrow we're killing Adria for sure. I hope. Nah, we'll kill her. Close. Okay, now let's find some poor soul to raid. God damn, this helmet is ridiculous. Hmm. Let's poke Airy. He's playing Golf with friends, and of course, network disconnected. Every goddamn time I tab out for a moment from Diablo, network gets disconnected. Really hate this game. I mean, this aspect of this game. The game itself is fun enough. Okay, everybody, see you tomorrow for more Diablo and killing Adria. Until then, bye.